Olá pessoal, eu sou a Gil Evert, Vivendo Bilíngue de A a Z. E como eu prometi pra vocês, aqui no canal, só vem gente bilíngue, poliglota, enfim, de todas as idades também. O Lucas e a Isabela estão numa aula de conversação com a minha irmã Sandra Ebener e nós vamos fazer uma visitinha. Vamos ver o que é que eles têm a falar de como é viver bilíngue. E vocês, se gostarem do vídeo, assinem o canal, deixem um like que vai passar muita coisa boa por aqui. Nos vemos sempre vivendo bilíngue intensamente.
All right, we start. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You guys listen, everything is working?
Yep.
Okay, so my name is Jill. I'm Sandra's sister. Thank you so much for have accepted the invitation to participate with us in the channel.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, let me introduce them. So, guys, this is my sister, Jill, yes. As I told you, she invited us, and especially you guys, for her channel, Living Bilingual from A to Z. It's really very interesting, I told them. And I invited Isabella and Antonio to talk to your channel because they speak very good and they are very interested in language in many things. We thought it could be interesting to talk to other students how it is to be raised and to speak other languages.
So Isabella, hello. Lucas, Antonio, hello. And thank you again for being here.
Hello.
And let's hear from you guys. Tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, so I started learning English when I was 7 or 8, I don't remember exactly. Then I continued, but I had to stop. And then I returned to study this year in January. But I started because my parents said it was good. So I was like, okay, then I'll do it. But today I see it's something I love. Like, I really like to be able to speak other languages and think that I am capable of living in another country and go to another countries and open the possibilities of my future. So it's very cool.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh, 16, sweet 16. And how about you, Lucas?
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm 16 too, and I am a student of Sandra. I think I started when I was 10 or 9, I don't remember. And my mom and my dad actually forced me to go to the CNA and do the test to pass some books. And at the time I was very scared to the teacher and to talk about other person because I learned English in my normal school, but the English is normal in schools is not so that good. But it was nice, and I think I'm learning about 4 and 5 years. And
You speak pretty good.
at the initial point, I don't like it too much, but now it's really good because I'm a person that I talk alone so much, and my mom think I'm a little crazy when I talk in Portuguese. So it's good to talk in English, that she doesn't understand anything.
There is a joke in my family with me and my kids. I have 2 kids older than you guys. They speak, well, they learn 4 languages. They speak 3 pretty well. One is French that they don't speak that much, but they learn it as well. And we have a joke because when we do crazy things or when I'm a crazy mom, they say, oh my goodness. And I say, see, I can be crazy in many languages. So you can scream, you can fight in many languages, and that's fun. That's really fun. Well, and you guys speak pretty well, really well. When I was 16, I was not speaking that much. It's not that long ago, but it was not easy as right now. You have your cell phones, you can be in contact with the language the whole day. At my time, I was at a pen pal, so I'm used to write down letters to US, to other teenagers. So I had many friends all over US just to practice. And a lot of people say, oh, it's crazy. You have a patience to write a letter. I loved to write letters and I miss it right now because we all writing messages, WhatsApping, and not writing a Christmas card or a birthday card. So that's how it started. And it's crazy right now, especially in Brazil. The time I was learning English was very expensive, and it was not like right now you have an English school in every corner. So at that time they would have a couple big schools like Berlitz, like I don't even remember the names right now, and it was very expensive. So tell me, just it makes a difference, a lot of difference in someone's life when we speak 1, 2, 3 languages, because not only traveling but working as developing you as a person, because you're able to get to know much more a lot of other people. So tell me a little bit of this experience, especially living in Brazil, that's now raising on this bilingual education. So it's coming more common. People are speaking English from very young age. And how do you feel? And as Lucas said, he was forced to learn, and now it's fun. Now he likes it. Tell me a little bit, how do you integrate yourself in groups or friends that speak English as well?
I think that today is kind of strange when you know someone that doesn't speak English, because it's kind of common. Like the group of friends you're with, they all know like at least basic English.
Mm-hmm.
So when you know someone that doesn't speak at all, you are like, okay. But me particularly, I never had an experience outside country, so I never used that English for real. But it's cool because we can improve our language with our friends, like studying for tests and you know, I listen to music and watch into series without subtitles or with subtitles but in English too. And it's great because you are improving your knowledge and you know that someday you will use it. And it's great because
Well,
it's something that makes you feel like you are improving yourself as a person.
Yes.
exactly. That she told you this today, and I thought it was interesting, especially here for the channel, how to learn a language, changing your perspective from life, either not just for fun or internet or games, but Isabella said exactly that in the class. It changes your mind. It
Yes,
opens
the
your mind
mindset,
to see the
yes.
word in a different way. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And she said something that very interesting, because that's the essence of my channel. You said it's nice to speak, you don't get to speak that much English for real, because English, a lot of people keeps it in the books. They can learn and they know grammar, they can read and see movies, but they don't talk that much. They don't use it the day by day routine. And that's what the living bilingual is here for, to tell people, hey, put the language in your day, in your routine. Takes it intuitively. Just talk, just look for people that has the same level. Introduce the language as part of your life. Now, I don't teach. I'm not a teacher like my sister. And I was a university professor for 2 years, but not English. So I know how to teach, but I don't want to teach anybody. I want to take you from her that's teaching you or practicing with you, and just show you how to put how you learn into your life, how to use it in your day by day. English for real. That was a good sentence. How about you, Lucas?
That's cool. Yeah.
Actually, I'm start to putting the English in my life now because I think last week I started to watch series in English and to watch podcasts.
Yeah.
But it's good to search information actually. I like so much art and I'm pretending to work with it. And it's really cool to understand what the people are talking in their own language, because the most of the culture of the world come in English. Actually, it's not by Portuguese. You don't see so many films or so many books in Portuguese comparing to the English.
Yes, if you compare. I guess Portuguese is
And
around number 6 or 7 in the ranking Chinese is not a second language spoken, is if you consider the population. So it's English, Spanish, they're very used all over the world. And that's important what you said. You have to put it into your life. You have just make a use of it. If you don't have a purpose, you cannot, the language will be always something a little, not strange, but something you have to think about. And the secret is not to have to think at all. Just, you said you watch series. I do it in Spanish. I'm doing right now for French because I wanted to speed up a little bit my French. And I always, and since I was living in Brazil, was very strange to see just the original film, just to hear the songs, and do not want to know the Portuguese version, do not to translate. And that's how I learned. So, you know, first learning like a parrot, just listen, repeating, that's what the kids do. And that's how you learn it instinctively, putting all your body, all your mind. You bring on the channel a couple of techniques I'm learning already too, to pass to people, to show them how to make it easier to use it. And it's pretty nice to have a private teacher, and you can talk a little bit, Sandra, how you're passing this to the kids, or what kind of different groups you have, and how is the work with this generation that is living with the technique and languages much more than we did when we were teenagers or a kid.
They have to save the planet. That's their job. That's
It's a lot of responsibility, but let's say learn English first, but you can do it in many languages. All right.
No, but what I see, and I always talk to them, what I feel the most important thing in learning another language, and we always, Isabella, we always speak a lot about this, is, you know, especially as a Brazilian teenager or young adults like them, is to get the sensation, first of all, about your competence, like to feel really, it brings a good feeling to be capable to speak other language. And besides that, it's open your mind and your eyes for we are not only this continent, it's a huge country and you only speak Portuguese. And they are so young and they are interested in the world, like watching series and speaking another language, speaking a little bit about other way of living in other countries. I admire them as students is to show other students how important it is. I'm very grateful to my sister, especially too, because she was my inspiration, even if I didn't know for a long time. And I learned a lot of things in language through her perseverance. She learned a couple of things, and later on I realized how important it is for me. It was for me as a job opportunity, as many things I did in my life. So it's not just a language. It's not just one thing like, oh, English. No.
It changes your mindset. You see, Sandra,
Yes.
your kids are bilingual. So when you learn it, like you, Lucas, Isabella, for your kids, if you think about generations, that it will be something natural for you that's automatically, it goes to your kids. So for you, there will be not a thing to raise your kids without learning other language. So it works like it's exponential. It goes and goes and goes. Once one is started, it goes to so many others. I was comparing we talk and making fun with a friend the other day, learning a language and passing to other people. This networking is like a virus, because we are in a virus time. So just making jokes and comparing. So one affected will be passing to so many others, and we'll be passing, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be this chain reaction. So it's really nice to see in the families. One is started, and then a lot of others will be affected with that. And this is nice. And as Lucas said, maybe at the beginning, one child will be forced, so parents will be like, pushing you a little bit, till the moment you notice, oh, this is so good for me. That brings me so much advantage. It brings me so much joy or possibilities. And then you're gonna give this to your child, and it goes on and goes on and goes on. And it's nice to see right now this. And in Brazil, it's a very important movement right now to have the kids in the bilingual school. Bilingual education is a huge subject in Brazil right now, and it still costs a lot of money. Not everyone can have a teacher or be in a high school or in a private bilingual schools. And so it's a work many families are starting to do at home. And I tell to people, they tell me sometimes, oh, I cannot have my kids in the bilingual school, it's pretty expensive. And then I say, hey, use what you have. Your kids are playing games online. Your kids have a smartphone. So use this. There is a lot of material you can use through these medias you already have. Instead of paying a school you cannot pay right now, and use this on your favor.
I'll just make a question to you. What I think it's important, Lucas, does it really, for example, for other students, especially in Brazil, to listen to you guys speaking about your experience learning English, does it help, for example, in your game, you play video game, right?
Yeah, a little.
Does it help you?
Yeah, it helps to all the kind of things that you have to communicate to other people, actually.
Because in your online games, you talk simultaneously to the people, right?
Yeah, and many of their games is in English, actually.
They are in English. Yeah. And Isabella, I think you watch a lot of videos. Her brother speaks pretty well too. I don't know her parents, but how does it help you, effectively to be to speak English?
I really like to watch videos on YouTube and watch films and series. And speaking English makes me, I can watch movies even if it doesn't have subtitles. Like, but the options I have are much are much bigger than the options I would have if I didn't speak at all. And it helps so with the creative process because I really love to write. And I like to write songs, and sometimes I write songs in English because I like the words, and it's cool because you can translate other songs. Like I like things in Korean too, and sometimes I want to watch a series in Korean, but it doesn't have Portuguese subtitles, so I go looking for English subtitles. So the options, like I forgot the word, but it's
so much advantages,
yes,
that they should know.
And there is one point you said, you look for words, sometimes you don't have the subtitles in Portuguese. First, I would like to tell you, both of you, to give an advice. In the level you guys are, never use the subtitles anymore. Never, ever. Because you need them when you are at the beginning, till at a level, but the level you guys are now, just forget the subtitles. Because you can understand the meanings. If you miss one word or another, you can still look for, but you can already see the whole thing as a situation and understand what has been communicated. And second thing is very important is learning a second or a third language. You learn your own. You understand your language better, because to learn one language, you have to have your basic knowledge on your own language very well. And if you don't have it, you have to improve, because when you're looking for translation, when you're looking for words, and that's when you get the feeling really to get to know your own language. And from there on, you learn more and more about the others. So English can bring you to be even better in Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? Because you need the base from your own language to be good in another one. So it's a both-way road. That's a very nice thing too. You learn, you get deeper on your own language. And then it's not only the language as it is, you learn more a culture when you speak a language. My daughter is living in the US, and she said, living abroad, speaking another language, you just don't improve your vocabulary. You learn a complete culture. You learn a lot more than being home or just reading the books. So you said you haven't been abroad, Isabella. I hope you will sometime soon. Right now, Corona is keeping us at home, but this is important too for young people the chance, when you get a chance to travel, is very, very important. If not abroad, even traveling in Brazil to meet other people, talk about, I always say networking, because when we speak a language right now, you can be in contact, you can contact so many other people, living even in your city, in your neighborhood, doesn't matter. Your network, it's kind of a chain that's going, bigger and bigger and bigger. So try to use it to get together with people with the same goals that you have. And I'm very glad because you guys are really, really in a very good level. So it's nice to see that you can pass it on.
Thank you.
You see, Isabella, you have to inspire and Antonio. They are pretty cool. So I don't know. That's it. You want to say something?
I'm very, very glad. All I can say, thank you, Sandra, for inviting, for arranging this meeting. And you guys, you're doing a great, great job. And especially you guys live in Sao Paulo. That's a megalopoly. But Brazil is still it's a huge country. Just networking, just try to pass it on to motivate other kids in your age. And it's nice to see 16-year-old people so smart, so self-confident to come and speak up what they do. Is really, really proud. And I guess your parents will be very proud of you. They already are. And it's nice. It's nice to see that's changed a lot from my time to today. So I'm not raising my kids in Brazil, but if I were, my kids would be speaking language as well, because I would force, as you said, Lucas, I will bring them to this philosophy. And it's possible. I see you, and Sandra has 2 kids. They are bilingual as well. And it's nice. It's really nice. And for me, is when I see my family, everyone gets interested in develop as a person and develop also in their knowledge, makes me happy because brings people together. And I will give you the cameras to you to send a message. Look at the camera and send a message not to us, but to people your age, people you'd like to be connected to.
I don't know, like, even if learning another language can be difficult, and you sure will think about quitting sometimes, but after all, it works. It is worth, because you improve as a person, and you open a whole new world of possibilities and culture and movies, and it will be great for you, and you'll be happy because you know that you was capable of doing that even when you thought it wasn't possible.
Yes, we are running out of time. So Lucas, you have a couple minutes to say your message, and I guess time will be over, but it was nice. So I will say bye-bye from here now. Lucas.
Okay, thank you.
I think what I have to say is learn English, because you can understand everything in the world. The language word is English, and you can joke to your friends that don't understand, and this does not have cost.
I suggest to Isabella to cook too, to take the challenge, the cooking challenge.
Yes, you can cook in English.
You can invite her.
Bilingual chef. Check it out at the channel, and it's fun. I have a lot of people signing up because it's really fun. Okay?
Okay, I will take a look after.
Yes,
Okay.
do it. I'd be happy to have you with me. So people, thanks a lot.
Thank you too.
Yes, hope to see you soon, maybe in Brazil someday, okay? And Sandra, thank you. And you guys keep
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you for the invite.
See you
Ciao.
all. Bye-bye.